Hello friends, today we are going to make holiday risers. I don't know what they're actually called, but I use all kinds of little blocks and things like that. So say I have a candle holder and I want to get it up in the air, because when I'm doing my holiday decorating, I like to make things higher. If you have everything all at one level, it makes it weird. So what we're going to do today is a fun project. I was thinking, I got these at Michael's. These were $1.29 each. I got 6 of them. And then it was like Old Lady Day and I had a coupon. And so these were super cheap. These were under $1, I know. And then this was like maybe $3 or $4. Doesn't say. But it's really lightweight wood, but it'll be perfect for holding up a candle holder. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about doing like 3 for Halloween, which would give me a little bit of rise, right? And then 3 for Christmas. And then I thought, I'm brilliant. I know, you're going to be like, oh, that is brilliant. I'm going to make them half and half, so I can use them all year long. Let me show you how we're going to do this. We're going to start with orange. So I need some Halloween ones, and it could be also for fall, right? And we're just going to go halfway. Go around the edges. Oh, if you're seeing me shake, I shake. I don't have some exciting disease. I just shake because I spend all day working on the computer. So that's going to be our orange one. We're going to put this off to the side. And then, oh, maybe we could do another orange one. Let's do another orange one, because I got a lot of paint. I'm trying to not use too much paint on these. Maybe we could do a different color orange so it looks cute when it, because all you're going to see is the side, right? You're going to see the top of the top one, but mostly you're just going to see the side of this. And I am making 1 million faux candles this year for my Halloween mantle. And so I want to have lots of different levels of candles, and the way I'm going to do that is by having little risers. I need like just a drop. Oh man. Okay, that looks really pretty. There's little spots. So when you hold them up together, you're going to be able to see that they are 2 different colors of orange. Orange. Okay, now I love Halloween, so that's my jam. So we're gonna, oh no, me. We just shake our paints every time. No. So I'm gonna do 2 in this light purple color. I got me a whole bunch of new brushes on that same trip for $3, so like $1 a brush. The clearance was amazing. You're gonna be so jelly. I got these giant tubes on clearance for like $2.75 each, and that's an upcoming one, but I'm doing a whole giant faux candle thing with those. I have a vision, people. I don't like this brush for this project. It'll be fine. But this is not the right brush for what I'm kind of trying to accomplish here, but it'll be fine. It all will be well. Okay, purple. I'm just gonna paint this other one purple, the light purple, and I'll come back and show you the dark purple. Oh, I got a little aggressive. This is only supposed to go to here. It's fine. Acrylic paint. I'm using acrylic paint. I don't know what other kind of paint you could use for this. This is raw wood. So if you were to use something else, I think it would be kind of a pain in the rear. Okay, now we're going to switch to the darker purple. And these are just cheap acrylic paints. I would not use expensive acrylic paint for this process. This is just a fun little project to add another layer of interest to my Halloween decorating. So this is not meant to be, you know, heirloom quality. There's a good chance at some time I'll paint them again. That's the beauty of acrylic paint being opaque, is that you can just paint and paint and paint and paint and paint whatever color you want. Now, if you were not going to be doing 1,000 different things like I'm going to be doing, you could maybe paint these with stripes. That'd be super cute. I was thinking about that. We might do that for the fancy Christmas one. But for this one, I just need it to be, oh, thought I lost a purple one. This might be the same color. Brilliant purple, nope, purple pizzazz. 2 different colors. We could make this a darker purple if we wanted to by putting a little black in it, which I might do for the second round, because I think I want one of them to be darker than the other. We'll have to take a peek and see how they look when they dry. Right. Because I think this one's more of a violet purple than the color purple that I like to use. But that's okay. We're looking at this as kind of like the primer coat. Not a bother. It's fine. Those are done. We're going to leave them for a hot minute. And then this one, I think I'm going to make a like an actual riser out of this. It does have a little flippy top, but I'm not worried about that. I think we're going to make this in the colors of I have a boho section in my Christmas decorating. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is this teal, or this acid green. And I'm going to paint the whole thing acid green. If I was 100% sure this is what I was going to use it for forever, I would probably glue the box together. It feels like this could get annoying over time, having it able to be opened up rather than just be kind of a static. And again, this is a base coat to seal the wood, right? You could use, if I was wanting to do this in one go, I would probably use chalk paint. Chalk paint is an excellent sealer and paint at the same time. But again, this is just a little fluffy project we're doing today with cheap craft paint and about $6 worth of supplies, not counting the paint. I tend to, so if you would like a money-saving paint tip, a couple of times a year, Michael's or Walmart, you'll see sometimes I'm on an Americana kick, which I think is Michael's, but a couple times a year, both Michael's and Walmart will have a little sale where they sell these paints for like 50 cents or 75 cents I don't know what you call it, a tube, a jar, doesn't feel right, a bottle, that's it. I don't know if I even feel like it's bottle. Put it in the comments so that I know what I'm talking about. But they sell them for like 50 cents. And so you can get a really good deal on cheap craft paint. We're going to keep these over here. That's going to be fun. Okay, let's go back to our orange ones. See how they're doing. Oh, they're almost dry. So we have light and dark orange. This is the light orange. And you'll use a lot less paint this second time because you've already sealed up the wood. A drip. It'll be fine. It's fine. I promise you. This is like when you're doing a art project and you're like all into it and you can see every little bit of it and you're thinking, oh my gosh, did I just ruin it? And then you go, that's the end of orange. And then you step back and you look at it in whole. And you're like, oh, I didn't ruin it. This is just one little piece. You're never going to, you're going to see these. in my Halloween or Christmas decorating, because I'll point them out to you because they'll be so dang cute. But this is not the feature of my decorating. I have candelabras for Halloween, and I have Santa Clauses and snowmen and elves and all kinds of other stuff for Christmas. So these little risers are not going to be a feature. They are just going to be something a little extra to look at. Now, I am done with the oranges. So I'm going to put that brush over there because I think I don't have my thingy. And I am going to dry these ones. Okay, they're not all the way dry, crispy dry, but they're definitely drier. And they should be dry by the time we're ready to paint the other sides. Okay. This is the light purple. And this right now is the dark purple. Barely a difference. So what I'm going to do is put the light purple over here for a wee minute. And do the second coat on the dark purple. And I frequently use my projects as my palette, meaning I put the paint directly onto whatever I'm working on rather than putting it off to the side in a little paint palette or even on my glass mat because I have a glass mat. That's a personal choice. If you get nervous about things and you like to have, that got darker. See how it got darker when it dried? I love that. Because I want this to be the lightest one when we get done and the other one to be the darker one. But if you are more persnickety about your projects, don't use your projects as a palette. Put your paint off to the side. I just do it for two reasons. Reason number one is I am lazy daisy. Reason number two is that way I don't waste paint because I'm putting it directly onto the project and I'm not having a bunch of it sitting in the palette. I'm going to dry these ones real quick. All right, slightly more dry. Yay us. Not crispy dry, but slightly more dry. And let's grab this other one. Or is that the darker one? No, that's the light one. Okay, so this time I am going to, nope, orange. Orange in my hand. This time I am going to do it on here because I want to mix up a uniform color that's dark purple. And to do that, I'm going to use black undertones and purple paint. So probably about 2 to 1. There we go. I like that. Oh. Yay, my candle didn't break. Me. I know that to you this might look more like a plum than a purple, but this is kind of it's definitely more in line with the dark purple color I had envisioned than this kind of twee little violet purple that showed up. Now, if you made a mistake and made yours dark purple like that and you were sad, stop it. I have to clean my desk. I have too many projects going on at once. You could just put white in there and it would make it lighter again. The more you mess with it, the weirder it's going to get. But I am thrilled with this plum color. And I think you'll see my vision when you see it on the mantle. Perfect. I am going to dry these and I will be right back. And I'm going to wipe up that extra paint. Okay. So back to this one. So what we're going to do with this one is, I kind of love that way. I was thinking I might have to put another layer on this, but I'm going to try something else. I want this to be pink and teal and green. So what I'm going to do is is make a pink circle at the top. And this time I will do this. And then go around the sides. See that? And I'm just using the width of the brush to do it. This is kind of fun, right? This is just trying to add a little stripy interest. I like stripes. You could paint anything on this. You could do circles. You could do, I would love harlequins, not for Christmas, maybe for Christmas. If you know me, you know my favorite shape is harlequin. If I felt like I could get away with harlequin for Christmas, heck to the yeah. I know I probably have, oh, I got at least a couple more free and clear before I got to start spacing things out. I'm just going willy-nilly because nobody's going to see the whole thing in the round, right? You're going to see a little bit of this each time. So if I feel like I could do one more in here. And because this has the hinge, obviously this will be the back in my decorating. Okay, cute. So cute. Oh, dirt. That's just because I have dirt on my hands. Cover my little finger mark. Cover my pink mistake. Okay, green is done. Pink, we may need back, so let's put it aside, but I think pink is done. I don't think I'm going to get any more exciting about that. Purple and orange are done. Okay, now let's switch over to Christmas. And I want to be very careful about the values of the paint that I'm using. This, I feel like these two would work together well. And this is primary red. This is a very pink red. Let's look at it, dried. Oh, that is a pink red. I do not want pink red. That's not what I'm going for. So we'll use these two. I don't know that they're very dissimilar. Primary red, apple red. But we're going to go ahead and paint two of these red. Red. And I'm going for, mostly halfway. If it's not quite halfway, it's so not the end of the world. Nobody will notice. Nobody is judging your decorations except for you in your head. Maybe your mother-in-law. But mostly people are just excited that you took the effort to decorate your house, right? I think I'm going to need a pinch more, but we'll try it. I don't want to be skimpy. I want 2 good coats on here. See, I need a drop more. There's one red. Oh my gosh, me. How dirty are my fingers? Okay, let's check out this other red and see how different it is. Because if it's not super different, and I like one better than the other. Oh, see, it is pretty different. Interesting. I feel like this one's a lot brighter than that one is. I don't really care where the line is. I would just like them all to be covered so the bare wood doesn't show. Too much paint. Okay. They are kind of different, huh? Left, right. Left, right. Now, let's go ahead and get our dark green and our light green. I don't like Kelly green. I prefer like a forest green. You pick the color of green you like. I have very strong feelings about green. Now, I do think that I could use these green ones maybe with the orange ones for a fall. If I wanted to, you could do yellow if you're going for a fall. This was good paint. I put that little bit of black good paint in there, and it is still wet because it was good paint to start with. And you'll notice some colors cover better than others. I got way too much paint on here. More paint does not equal better coverage. More paint just means longer time to dry. So a little bit of red on there from the last one. Other things you could do to tart these up. You could take a little piece of ribbon and a hot glue gun and have the ribbon go around the edges. I think that could be really cute. You could add, you know, I'm always up for some glitter, for some sparkles. But because these are going to be underneath, and I have a feeling a lot of times, because I've decorated enough to know, you're just going to catch glimpses of these. These are going to be in a bunch of black, for Halloween, they're going to be in a bunch of black flower garlands. For Christmas, they're going to be in a bunch of pine garlands. And so in my Halloween or Christmas decorating, you're just not going to see that much of them. They're going to be cute. You may see them peeking out here and there. But these truly are just little extra pieces that I've at least tarted up enough that they should fit well into my color scheme. Now, okay, let's do a quick dry on these and then we'll do the lighter greens. Okay, lighter greens. Ooh, see, I love a sage. I'm a gal from the 80s, and we had a whole sage moment back when I got my very first house. Probably closer to the 90s, but I'm going with the 80s. And sage green was the bomb, and I still have a little bit of that. I love me some sage green. Oh, that's pretty. And for sure I could use that part of my Halloween decorating, depending on where I was going with it. It could also be good if you do a, so if I decorated all year round, I would do, we already have red, so I would do some in blue. So you would have for Memorial Day, Labor Day, those 4th of July, all those patriotic holidays. And then I would do whatever ones you like. So your reds could go with like a white for Valentine's Day. And you don't have to do up your whole house. You could just do a little bit of it and still have it be fun, right? All right, I'm going to dry this a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, so now let's go and get another paintbrush. I want a stiffer bristle so I can do that same trick with, ooh, perfect. Oh no, I need a flat. There we go. Flat brush, wider than that one, so we'll get a wider stripe. I think my teal is running out. I've had it for quite a while. And I'm just gonna do that same thing. And this time I'm just trying to, kind of trying to go between the, painting this, I may just paint the hinge shut, which would not make me mad. Oh, I think it looks a little cartoony. I'm gonna make it double wide. There we go. Less stripe-alicious and more random. And if you like the little stripes, then do the little stripes. I just want it to look more boho Christmas and less fruit stripe carnival. Something is happening. The dogs are telling me. If I had to guess at this time of the day what is happening, I would guess that my husband went out front to check the mail. And his dog that he got, Sukiyaki, gets very nervous when her daddy isn't here. And so there's a good chance she is just having a little fitski. So now what we're gonna do is something fun. We're gonna make dots. around the edge. I know you're thinking I'm back to carnival, but I like dots. And this is just a little circle blobby tool that you dip into paint, wet paint. Okay. And, ooh, I know what I want. So we're going to wipe off this paint and we're going to get the green out again. Cute. All right, now we just have to let that dry. That has more paint than normal stuff, so it is going to take a wee minute for that to dry. And my Halloween colors are done. Nope. My boho Christmas colors are done. We got left and right red. I like this color of red. What is this one? Red apple. Oh my gosh. Is this that one? Yep. I have been using this red forever. It's a Walmart one. I got it on sale. I really like its color. So that just goes to show that at least I don't have to go buying fancy Sunday go to meeting paints to be happy. I can buy Walmart red paints and be happy as a little clam. Okay, that's the red. Oh, I had a little glitch. I had a little wrist glitch and got further over than I intended, but that's fine. It's fine. All will be well. Let's do light green. So, such a pretty sage color. And so much less paint. I'm on my last one, so I can just start putting them on my desk. And what I'm gonna do is I do not have my whole house decorated for Halloween. I'm just getting stuff pulled together. I will have pictures later in the year of all my Halloween decorations. But what I'll do is I'll go out to the mantle and I'll add these to my growing cache of fun Halloween decorations I have, and my very first Christmas ones. Although I do have Santa Clauses out all year round because that's how I roll. And the last two are these ones. I'm going to finish these up. I'm going to take a break because I want everything to dry. And especially the boho circles are going to take a minute to dry. So pretty. This is really sharp. And I love the idea of going every other or half and half. So I don't have to buy two sets of these. Is that dark? Is that just... Oh, I think I grabbed the light. Why didn't you tell me? That's the dark. It will be fine. I have a feeling I'm going to have a little extra color of green because I have some that are light green, some that are dark green, and some that are dark and light green. Am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing dark green. Oh my. Well, now I for sure will have to take a break because these aren't going to dry anytime soon with their 50 layers of dark and light and dark and light and dark and light. All right, there we go. We have 6 Halloween. We have 6 Christmas. And we have 1 boho Christmas. All drying. I'm going to put them on the mantle and show you a couple of different ways for all of them. And I will be right back. Okay, so here is one way with Santa Claus and then the little blocks that are for Halloween. And then you just give them a little spin around and they're ready for Christmas. Now, I will say, I think I did mess up the green colors and I need to do a little bit better job with painting the Christmas ones, but overall the concept is delightful. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.